Hello and welcome back, YouTubers, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're here. Take a seat. This is a real homey environment. I want you to feel like you're chilling with me. We're just having a conversation here. So go get yourself a cup of tea, maybe soda, some coffee, and sit right down and chill out as we talk about some Pokemon news. Now, before I do this video, I want to preface this and say that I'm trying to do something a little bit different here, because pretty much every PokeTuber did exactly what I said they were going to do when this trailer ended up dropping. So I tweeted this out. Every PokeTuber's thumbnails with some arrows and shocked face reaction today, guaranteed. And I'm going to go ahead and throw up some thumbnails literally under recommended. I didn't search these out whatsoever. They just come up on YouTube's recommended. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those videos that pop up and they say, hey, you want to watch these? So I'm going to throw them up. And what I'm saying here is that none of these PokeTubers or YouTubers in general are bad people. I'm just saying I literally predicted this. YouTube's getting really predictable for me, man. It's not really that fun. So I'm trying to do something different with today's video, which is probably why a lot of people are like, why aren't you titling this Team Rocket or All the Villains Return or stuff like that? I'll be talking about that, but at the same time, I'm not going to pull one of these. Oh my god! I can't believe it! Look! Without, again, slanting those PokeTubers, they're good people. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm not even talking smack about them. I'm just saying that every single time a trailer drops, that's exactly what happens. Tell me if I'm wrong. Go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. Maybe I'll change my outlook. So, on to the trailer, ladies and gentlemen. So, the trailer starts out by introducing Giovanni. That's a strong selling point because Nintendo knows a lot of Gen 1ers are in their 20s and in their 30s, and they have money, so they're going to buy this game. So they're trying to sell this feature, and they know a lot of people also didn't play Gen 1, but know who Giovanni is, and are trying to sell that point as well. You're going to battle Team Rainbow Rocket. Okay, interesting choice. But this is very interesting, that when you battle Giovanni, he's taken over a palace, and he has Mewtwo. Mewtwo. So, it's very, very interesting that one of my what-if scenarios seems to come to fruition. Now, I said, what if Team Rocket hadn't been defeated, and that Giovanni would have just united all of the teams and used legendary Pokemon like Mewtwo to steamroll over everything. Now, that seems to be what happened here, but the reason why you're going to be fighting these villains is a good question. Why did they all come back? Last I knew, Lysander was dead under a pile of rubble. Maybe he wasn't dead, but, you know, he was pre-buried. And then you had Team Galactic's boy stuck in the distortion dimension. So, hey guys, how'd you come back from that? We don't know. I think that what's going to end up happening is that Giovanni is going to return, and these other villains are going to play a very small sub-boss role. So, they aren't going to be big bosses. Of course, they are going to be bosses, but the main villain that you're going to face is Giovanni. Each one of these guys might be on an island, two-piece maybe. Who knows how they're going to piece that out. And they might be sub-bosses for each island, but the main one is definitely going to be Giovanni without question. I hope these sub-villains also have legendary Pokemon of each region respectively. That would be great, being able to battle Groudon and Kyogre. That'd be really sweet for the bosses. Alright, so enough of that. Have everyone seen the oh my god, Team Rocket! Oh! Whoa! Yeah, enough of that, alright? I love making fun of stupid thumbnails like that. Alright, the Battle Agency is the big one. This is the video title. This is what we're going to be talking about. Because this is Pokemon Stadium 3, ladies and gentlemen. This really is. So, it's interesting that they're putting this in here because apparently you can rent Pokemon. This is the Battle Agency where you will be battling trainers, interesting trainers, but they made it a point that you can borrow legendary Pokemon. Now, here's my speculation. Here's what I really think is going to happen. I really think what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to rent out very specific Pokemon, okay? So like legendary Pokemon only, alright? That would suck, okay? That would really, really suck. But let's just say for whatever reason, they're going to give you the option to rent out any Pokemon. They have all of the Pokemon, every form you could imagine, but one of each. So there's not specific sets or builds, it's just one Pokemon each, just like in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, and maybe even Battle Revolution. You guys remember that? So that would be really cool, because this would essentially be Pokemon Stadium 3, where you can rent teams of Pokemon and play through competitions and things like that. It's quite a ways we come since the Nintendo 64 being able to fit a game like that in its entirety onto a smaller cartridge like 3DS cartridge. Pretty insane, eh? But I really do think that something like that is going to happen. Now, whether or not it's going to be with legendaries only, or if it's going to be with every single Pokemon, that's a good question. Do I hope? Yeah, I hope. And the only thing that I think would keep it from being every single Pokemon would be the fact that there are memory constraints and restrictions. The 3DS was being pushed to its limit with Sun and Moon. There were times where you couldn't even get 30 FPS out of the game. It would chug real hard in double battles. But now, adding this in, there just might not be enough data to be able to do that. That's a lot of information you got to put in, man. So the thing that you can do by doing this stadium event here, this Pokemon Stadium 3, if you will, you can battle powerful characters and earn rare items. So you'll see like the totem trainers who you faced before, maybe some totem Pokemon, and they will have a respective trainer with them as well. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm really excited for that. Again, powerful characters. Will you be battling the bosses like Giovanni and the other bosses from the other organizations? Yeah, maybe, probably. They're probably going to reuse that, and that would be cool too at the same time. Maybe that will be where those bosses will end up getting those legendary Pokemon respectively. Who knows? What's to say the game's still not out yet, but it's definitely implying that you're going to be using legendaries and renting legendaries to run through this. There was also mention of finding totem stickers. Not really my thing. Kind of like the Zygarde Cube quest in Sun and Moon. So I guess that's cool. Are you into finding stickers? Get totem-sized Pokemon by collecting lots of stickers. So, alright. So, if you've seen the totem Pokemon and you like the totem Pokemon and you want them to be totem-sized, then that's good. There's not a lot of the totem Pokemon that I would run sets with, but I guess that's something that's for you. You can do that. I wonder if the size difference will actually contribute to their strength or battling and things like that. Different Pokemon will also appear via the island scan, so it has shown that you can find wild Pokemon like Charmander, Grovyle, yeah, I can't say Pokemon names for nothing, and Greninja. So that's cool, and they're out in the wild, so you can catch them. You can encounter legendary Pokemon beyond an Ultra Wormhole, which is, again, I speculated that these wormholes were going to take you somewhere, so this is no surprise to me whatsoever. You know, legendaries, all sorts of legendary Pokemon. I'm sure every single one of these legendaries will be thrown into this game, and they went through the list of these legendary Pokemon, which is really, really cool, man. I really, really like it. I think it's really great what they're doing with this game, and I think it will truly and ultimately be a very successful game. You know, what else can they do with this game to entice you into buying it, honestly? You know, they're even bringing back Mega Evolution and different form variations as well. They're throwing pretty much everything collectively from the last 20 years into this Pokemon game. So if you're not excited at this point in time, then I honestly think you may have fallen away from Pokemon. If you're not excited for this game, I encourage you to go back and play a few of the classics before Gen 3. Try out Gen 1 and 2, and you might get a better appreciation for the newer mechanics and the newer things thrown into the games. Once again, I want to emphasize that I'm not hating on any Poketubers or any YouTubers for that matter with those silly thumbnails. I just, whenever I see them, it instantly makes me not want to click on the thumbnail because I'm just like, oh my god, here goes another one. Shocker, there's someone doing this in the thumbnail, and oh my god. It really reminds me of Home Alone, honestly. Oh my god! I can't take it, folks. I sit here, I dress up, I try my hardest, and I barely get any views, and then you have some guy doing one of these with 50K on his thumbnail and on his views. Oh my god. Grown man complains about his views while dressing up as a Pokemon trainer, folks. That's the headline for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. If you didn't, leave me a thumbs down and some constructive criticism to improve my videos, because I don't want to sink to the level of some other individuals out there on YouTube. You guys have yourselves a great day. I'll see you next time. As always, good gaming. God bless, and thanks for watching.